Good morning guys, from Riga, Latvia, and I'm just outside the bus and coach station, and this morning I'm going to be taking a coach up to Tallinn in Estonia, and it's with a company called Lux Express and in business class. Yes, you did hear right, apparently they've got a business class on this coach and it looks really nice. So I'm going to get on board in a bit, try it out, and I'll let you know what I find when I get to the end of the journey. It's going to be about 4.5 hours, I think, something like that. Never been to Estonia before, I'm going to enjoy it, hope you will too, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers for now. Okay, so Riga International Coach Terminal, to give it its proper name, was built in 1964, and it's right next to Riga Central Railway Station in the middle of the city. As you enter the main concourse, you have the ticket office right in front of you with this massive digital clock, so you've got no excuse for missing the bus. There are detailed timetables on the wall to your right, and a large and easy to read departure board on your left. There are also several food outlets and other shops in this area, including a large Narvesen kiosk. You can find these all over the city, and they're great for stocking up on things, especially if you've got a long journey ahead and you need random stuff like hot dogs, for example. As you walk through to the rear of the building, you find yourself in the main coach and bus area, at which there are 33 stands. And our coach was due to arrive on stand 1, which was handy. And here she is, a Scania Irizar i8, looking very smart in a red, grey and gold colour scheme. And the colours are that of Estonian company Lux Express, who since 1994 have grown into the largest international coach network in the Baltic region. And there are over 100 coaches now operating routes connecting Estonia, Latvia, Poland, Russia, Finland, Lithuania and Belarus. And first impressions of the interior were, really positive. This was a Lux Express lounge coach, and as such was divided into two classes, a standard at the front and relax at the back. Relax is their kind of business class offering, if you like. 15 seats in a 2-1 seating configuration, which was compared to the standard 2-2 layout beyond the curtain dividing the two areas. You get a lot more space in relax class, bigger seats and absolutely massive legroom. We'll take a closer look at the seats a little bit later on. Oh, incidentally, before we could board the coach, the driver had to check all our travel documents and entry requirements for Estonia. But after that, we were ready to go, and the coach departed bang on time. We made our way through the city streets and alongside the tram lines at this point, with the fantastic Stalinist Latvian Academy of Sciences building in the background. It reminded me a bit of my visit to Warsaw in 2020. Anyway, it was now time to relax and just enjoy the ride. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the seat area in a bit more detail. I mentioned legroom earlier, and this seat certainly doesn't disappoint. Just look at this for space. Now, there's a footstool if you need it, and plenty of storage for your free bottle of water in the seat back pouch above. Overhead luggage racks stretch the length of the coach, and there's plenty of room for bags up there. A kotuk on the side of each seat doubles as an earphones holder for the seatback entertainment system. Below that are instructions for the Wi-Fi, and below that is a reasonably sized, strong drop-down table. And it pulls towards you with ridges and a cup holder to prevent spillage, although the guy across from me managed to spill his coffee all over the place. Well, it's not quite as smooth as the train, is it? So you do need to be aware of that. And incorporated into the luggage racks are the individual reading lights and air vents. Just to note, you get 2 of these if you're sitting on the single seat side. Another look at the seat pitch here. As you can see, that there's so much room, it's not really worth pointing it out, is it? It's also worth noting that the floor area was very clean, as you can also see from here. Curtains on the windows can be drawn, and beneath the armrest on this side are 2 USB charging points and a conventional plug socket. There is also another USB socket on the display and 2 3.5mm headphone sockets to the left. And beneath the right hand armrest is the seat recline button. It took me a while to find this, to be honest, but it worked absolutely fine. The seat itself was very comfortable, with the leather padded headrest certainly helping in this respect. There was also shoulder and arm padding, and overall a perfectly good seat for long distance journeys. Even I could probably have a quick nap in one of these. One more thing of note, the seatbelt was lap belt only, but we were all instructed to wear it before the journey commenced. Okay, so let's get on to the onboard entertainment system, and when you start it up, you have to watch a safety briefing about the you-know-what, which really does last for about 45 seconds. And after that, you've got a choice of movies, TV shows, music, games, audiobooks, internet, or the moving map. It's just like an aircraft really, isn't it? I had a look at the movies, and yeah, there's plenty on there to keep you occupied. Similarly with the music, you're not going to be stuck for anything to listen to unless you're really picky about stuff like I am. The internet section didn't really work that well on this occasion, but I thought I was pushing my luck a bit trying to get the BBC app to work, but it didn't really do much. Anyway, I chose to play a few games of Angry Birds instead. Much more entertaining in my opinion anyway. And after that, I had a look at the moving map, which also worked pretty well whenever I used it. Wi-Fi was really quick and strong. I managed to get YouTube up and running so I could look at some of my favourite channels. Although, for some reason, it didn't seem to want to connect to Non-Stop Eurotrips channel. Maybe it's because I was on a bus. Anyway, back to the scenery, and we crossed the border into Estonia here without stopping, and continued on our way towards Tallinn. Right, so it was time to do another loo review on a coach. A large mirror was in situ, and there was soap and paper towel available and plentiful. A toilet brush is provided, and there's a litter bin, a toilet roll, a large flush button, along with what I think was probably a small heater, handy for longer stays in this area, I guess. There's a handle there, which is absolutely essential for a coach, isn't it? And the sink was clean and the tap worked just fine. There was a bit of splashing around the seat area, but I guess that comes with the territory really on a coach, doesn't it? Right, so and immediately outside the toilet area, just up the steps, is a coffee machine. And I hadn't seen anyone use this yet, but I just had to give it a try, didn't I? And yeah, it was just like any other coffee machine, I guess, only on a coach. It made me a coffee, and I took it back to my seat to drink. After that, everybody started using it. I paid €28 for my Relax class ticket one way, compared to €16 in the standard seats. Would I pay extra again? Maybe. But to be honest, the standard seats are excellent value themselves, and they also have access to the entertainment system and the coffee machine. A standard class pricing is fairly comparable to the train, but the coach is much more convenient. And my journey back to Riga on the train will be coming up on this channel soon. Okay guys, I'm in Tallinn. Just got off the bus behind me there, or should I say deluxe coach, because that was quite honestly the best coach journey I have ever made. Yeah, fantastic coach. I hope you enjoyed watching my journey and just seeing what kind of facilities that coach has got to offer. Lux Express is the name, and yeah, absolutely fantastic. Would recommend it to anybody. It's actually yeah, about half an hour early. We got in just past 2 o'clock, and it was scheduled to arrive about 1:30, I think. So absolutely brilliant. I've got to go into the bus station now and try and find myself a 3-day travel card, which is going to get me around Tallinn for the next few days, obviously. So yeah, wish me luck with that. I hope you enjoyed this journey. Thank you very much for watching, and as always guys, cheers for now.